live. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
everybody.
It's Sunday. Happy Easter for those of you who celebrate it. But Sunday for us means the Herald of Rain campaign, led by the magnificent Miss Fox. I didn't say Mrs. that time, so she can't tell me stop making me a married woman.
But you're still sucking up to her no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Only because I'm going to
It
poke
won't
her
help.
buttons later on, so.
It's not going to help.
Nathan, go.
Phrasing.
Gutter. Mine
well-
out. Thank you.
It's born there, it lives there, it dies there.
Yeah, but if you guys enjoy our brand of chaos as much as we enjoy playing it, then please give us a follow. And down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, Astro's TikTok, and Booty's Twitch. Our Discord is free and open to everybody. Come in and hang out. We'd love to see you there. Our YouTube has our replays going up every 2 days, or usually 2 days after the session happens. Hey, Mama Miri. And we're also getting into YouTube Shorts. On Astro's TikTok, he does a lot of D&D themed videos and does a variety of other things as well. They're pretty great. Go check them out. Booty's Twitch, he usually streams a couple times a week, and he's always interactive with the chat, and he's friendly and always likes to have a blast. So go look over at him and give him a follow as well. And yeah, today we're doing the Empires of the Silk Road campaign. And you'll find us this week on Wednesday for the Rise of the Everchosen. And I believe that's it for this week.
Last week, we talked to the what's his name? Oh fuck, the old guy in the weird funky house that is
Avicenna?
like, huh?
Avicenna?
I'm not.
Avicenna?
I don't know. He's like the one that the guards and shit were looking for, but he's in hiding and he's like super special. And we needed to find the turtle, and he wanted us to murk the turtle. I will not kill a animal for no reason, so I was going to save the turtle. He gave us the name for a different doctor dude that we needed to go find for some reason to talk to him. We found the turtle. We went to the doctor's place. The doctor wasn't in. I also found some like dwarves and stuff that we were talking to. Fenric and I talked to them, found out that they have like a refuge. And then one of the Nicomund healed an old sickly man with his magic, and then got in trouble for it because magic. And then we saw the old sickly man, and it was the fucker that stole my colt. So I basically told them that they needed to bring him into the alley because he needed to fucking die. But I also knew that Derek could possibly talk his way into something. And then when he found out that it was me, he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not sorry about that, and we're just gonna leave, and there's nothing you can do." And so I shot him, and then we fought him. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. He ran out into the street, so no longer in the alley. And between oh fuck, why can I not remember anybody's names? Hakeem was like pow pow pow, did a good job, and then I shot him through the eye and murdered him at 10 a.m. in the morning because he's a horse thief and he stole from one of the clans, my clan, but it's still one of the clans, which is punishable by death. So it was an execution, not a murder. And then Hakeem fucking abandoned us and just took off. That's my recap.
Everybody was
Pretty good
kung fu
recall.
fighting.
Do I get not advantage, inspiration for that?
Inspiration.
I already had inspiration.
Hakeem
No, you
is
didn't. I just
fast
put it on
as
you.
lightning.
Oh, you just did it. Oh, whew. Okay.
Yeah.
I will add in that when Nicomund went in to get information and cast a spell to heal, that was followed up by Derek walking in being like, just pay the lady and get the information you want.
Yes.
Well, it's 11:30 in the morning. Let's just use this scene. At the moment, all of you are traveling in the city. You have dispersed through various means into places of hiding, and I want to see what your next steps will be.
I know what I'm doing. I'm
So if you
going
need a map,
to
let me know.
find either like soot or paint or something, and I'm painting my dog black,
Okay.
and I'm hiding I'm putting my mask away so that it's not out there visible, because I had my mask on for the battle, for the whole
Mhm.
thing, and so I look like the people that invaded the city. So I'm going
Yeah.
back to the inn.
Okay. You make your way back to the inn. Are you going quietly?
Well,
Are you
so
going?
once I've disguised my dog, and put away my mask, I'm just going to go under the assumption that I belong and walk to
Mhm.
the inn
Okay.
with
I
my
want to
turtle.
say, just either give me a performance or like a wisdom saving throw, just to see if you can maintain your wisdom, just general wisdom check, just to see if you can maintain your facade, your calmness. Because as you travel through the streets, there are whispers rising and guards on the move. You see them patrols running past you. Guards of the raiders, the invaders in the city, along with regular people, are all whispering hushed. It appears there's new drama in town aside from the
Mhm.
plague.
Can I use my inspiration on that?
Sure, if you want to.
Because that was bullshit.
All right, 17 is good. So you and Tekwani, who is now disguised in soot, head back to the inn, the Living Cauldron. What about the rest of you?
I will use the hour that I'm invisible to weave my way through the streets, heading back towards the inn, and when I'm within like the last 5 minutes, I'll duck into an alley, make sure I'm not seen, let the spell drop, come out, say like a couple blocks away, make that final walk in.
Okay. You also walk into the inn. Anything else?
Nicomund
Anything else?
is going to find another alley, a separate one. He broke line of sight, and he's going to take off his armor and just put on his traveling clothes. And at the same point, for some odd reason, when he's got his armor off, he feels better protected. He doesn't know why. However, he wants to do something. He knows he's got a giant hammer with him, and he wants to do something with it, but he doesn't. He's trying to find a place to hide his hammer, and it just disappears out of his hand. And Nicomund is utterly confused. But he's gonna head. Yes.
As you look at your hammer and you are thinking to yourself, focusing, where the fuck should I put it? You look left and right, a place to stash it. It disappears just into thin air, into a puff of smoke that dissipates. And you look at your hand, and what remains is nothing.
And Nicomund is a little bit distraught that his hammer has disappeared. and he's going to head towards the noble's house because that's the direction everyone was going anyway. And he's going to kind of wait outside. Yes, we were headed to the noble's house to meet up with Abu Amir because he was treating the noble's daughter, who was sick, possibly possessed, something like that. So,
Forgot about that.
so Nicomund is headed that direction, and he's just gonna find a quiet place to kind of sit outside the noble's house, waiting for everyone. And at the same time, he's gonna take out his little wooden dog on wheels, and he's gonna work on carving it more. And I got a 7 to keep carving my wooden dog on wheels.
Perfect. I'm just gonna put your tokens to where you guys are. We have... Where was the house? Okay, near the steaming pot. So you're gonna be here. And... Alright. So, do you blend into the crowd? Are you casually hanging there? Do you go to the steaming pot, which is like a couple blocks away? Not a couple blocks, a couple buildings away, to wait for the others? How are you waiting?
I'm gonna kind of go to the front gate, but like outside just to watch the front gate to see if any of my friends come up. And I'm just gonna try and find a place to sit and carve it, keep working on the little wooden dog, but I'm very distracted keeping an eye on the road. I'm not carving it too well.
Gotcha. Alright, let's go for Hakim.
Hakim is looking for a spot to change his clothes, but also, like, if it happens to be a bathhouse, somewhere where he can actually, like, wash all the dirt and stuff off of himself.
The closest bathhouse would be the hammam.
That's
the
a
one
ways
that you
away.
know of.
So then, like,
although you can't
a well or somewhere that I can get some water. And
Okay,
I'm
sure.
just gonna duck into an alley at some point and pull out of my pack the very fine clothes that I was given when I was given a new name, and put those on. And stuff my bloody monk robes into my backpack.
Gotcha. How subtle are we trying to be in that alleyway? You are fully changing out of bloodied clothes, so I'm gonna say either roll me a stealth or something else.
And do stealth.
It's performance for anybody
Fucking
walking by.
Morty.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Okay,
23.
not bad. You managed to find a pile of rubbish in sort of the side of a ramshackle house, and that kind of gives you just enough cover to change without being noticed. Where do you want to head afterwards?
I'm looking for somewhere where I can commandeer a bucket and some water
A
to wash
bucket and
my
some water.
robes with. But if I can't find that, I'll make my way to
From what you know, most of the wells around here would be public wells. If they're private, they belong to the citizens, although you could try the inn that you know of. Either the Golden Quarter, the Living Cauldron where you are residing, are places where you can access like water and soap and facilities to wash your clothes.
I will probably go back to the Living Cauldron Inn then. I think Hakim would assume that since we just killed somebody in the streets, we're trying to lay low for a minute, which is why he ran.
Okay. And last but not least, Fenrir. Fenric? Fuck. Where do you want to go?
I mean, I could just swap over to Fenrir. I do like Fenrir.
Just go with Fenric.
Fenric, after making sure that the guards and everybody have gone by, he'll prestidigitate, make sure his clothes are clean after getting that graze from the arrow. And he'll try to find a nearby clothes shop, or failing that, someone on the street who looks like they might be willing to like they have some extra clothes or something that I can buy the clothes they have off them. He's looking for a change of clothes, and
Change of clothes, you could probably get one from the various unhoused people or the poorer folk. Or you could head down to the bazaar. That's where you would find like quality stuff. Or you can go and give me like an investigation or perception, where you ask someone to look for shops on the way.
yeah, I'll make my way towards the bazaar, and I'll roll I'll do an investigation check just to see if he happens to see anything along.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, that's a whopping whopping 6.
Well, could be worse, I suppose.
So
Pick some
I'm
more music to make
this way.
a vibe. As you walk, there are throngs of people that are rushing to head out, to head away, head home. There's quite literally panic on the streets as you pass by several groups of mothers herding children back to their house, all looking around furtively, covering their mouths and their noses with scraps of cloth. And there is an air of panic, of suspicion in the street. And it has gone from a city that was in trouble to one, there was trouble, but people were still willing to help one another and be friendly. But now there is visible panic and visible tension that you can feel. As you head towards the bazaar, a couple of shops are still open, although the sellers are not as boisterous, as loud, as cheerful. There's, again, it's unnaturally quiet in the bazaar, more of people muttering, talking to each other in low voices than exuberant ones. There are a couple of cheaper clothes vendors that you spot once you head towards the middle of the bazaar.
Yeah, if I'm already at the bazaar, I'm not gonna look for the super cheap, but like just a nice a decent place,
Okay. Go ahead and let's see how much they would cost. You find a set of, for 15 silver, you find a decent set of like desert pants that are more on the baggy side, loose, and a set of well-fitted shirt that is in the style of the locals.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to haggle. He's just gonna. Very well. Sounds good to me, my friend. And pay him the 15 silver.
Mhm. Okie dokie. Can go ahead and give yourself basic clothes or whatever it is. All right. Let's see. At the living, Fenric, you're still out and about. You see that there are, after buying your clothes, you start to head out of the bazaar, and you notice there are people on horses that are leading people back to their homes and shouting for everyone to return to their places of residence. And at this point, I'd say it's about 11:30, approaching noon. As for the three of you, in the living cauldron, you see each other if you're waiting downstairs or in your rooms, etc.
So Derek, like if he got there first, he's posted up in the common area, and he's just staring at the door, waiting for Hakeem to walk through.
Yeah. I probably got there before Hakeem, and I am probably going to nod at Derek, like a small nod, because can I see who's in, like, is there anybody suspicious in the inn?
Make an insight check. There are plenty of people in the inn, plenty of people talking and looking surreptitiously, so you want to pick who would raise your hackles, so to speak. It's a broad. Everyone looks shady. Everybody is sort of looking around. Every
Yeah.
other person has scraps of cloth, bandanas, something tied around their face as they just sort of quietly talk and look around.
Okay. Then
Gazing
I'm
at
going to
you.
give a very small nod to Derek. I'm going to pull something out of my bag to wrap around my face also, kind of as I'm going to follow the crowd. And then find my own place to sit, because I don't want to appear like I am part of the group that just executed someone.
Okay. Derek, Hakeem. Hakeem walks through the door.
Hakeem is wearing nice crimson silk robes with gold buttons, a nice turban, and a well embroidered bandana he's using as a mask.
So I would have no idea that it's you.
It would be a very different look. I would just say that I'm probably still really tall and lanky. And blue eyes.
He moves the same.
It's the
Fairly
eyes.
blonde. In a city of people that tend not to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got
So-
a particular. Yeah.
Enough to recognize him. So, like, as soon as I lock eyes with him, I don't say anything. I just stand up, look at the stairs, look back at him, make my way up the stairs.
I think I'm wise enough to understand what that means. I'll follow him upstairs.
Okay.
And I'll kind of stop in front of the door to the room I'm in, open it up, turn around, and wait for him to go through.
I'll go in.
Okay. So I come in behind you, close the door, and, like, one hand on the door, just facing away from me, goes, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
He was thinking, we killed the man, now I run. I did not want to kill man.
Yes, but do you understand how guilty that makes us look? You understand how fucked we are now?
In my experience, person who look like me, they don't care whether you had good reason or not.
Who controls this city?
Cognate.
Yeah. People that fight on horseback. We killed a fucking horse thief. What is one of their most heinous crimes to commit? Stealing a fucking horse. You know what we could have done? If we had stayed there and dealt with the issue, we could have talked our way through it. I could have talked our way through it. We could have made this come out as a service. We did something to benefit the Cognate. Instead, you ran. You left us. And how they look at that now, I pretty much guarantee, is we are guilty of something truly heinous.
What is your experience with Cognate?
How much territory does the Cognate control? You don't have to have direct experience with them to understand what these people do.
I was 11 when they attacked my tribe, and I was sold into slavery. I do not trust these people.
It's not trust. They don't know you. To the ones that are here, you are nobody. I am nobody. What are they going to think? Is it more important that some people get taken into custody that killed a random person, or are they going to be more concerned about the fact that we killed a known horse thief? Not just a horse thief, someone that stole a horse from one of their fucking clans. I bet you if we had stuck around and told the guards what happened, they would have thanked us and sent us on our way. And now we're fugitives.
Team's gonna think.
Just say the words. Just say the words. You're right. I was wrong. Just fucking say it.
As we shift away from this very tension-filled moment, are you staying downstairs, or are you following where the two blatantly went
No,
upstairs?
I'm staying downstairs. I'm kind of watching the door. I'm gonna order some food
Okay.
and just try
As
and
you
like
watch-
settle.
You haven't seen Nicomund or Fenric as of yet. It's been, I say, a good 45 minutes to an hour has passed.
Yeah,
Let's
I probably wait a
shoot.
while. Like I figure that there's gonna be a long time before they get there.
Mhm.
If they don't come back in a couple of hours, then I'll start to maybe get a little worried. But at this point, I'm just trying to settle my anxiety because I know what I did was right in my mind. But yeah, now I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay, let's shift over to Nicomund. Nicomund, you settle in to wait. A good 45 minutes to an hour passes. None of your friends are there. And
Do I
it
get a
seems-
short rest in this time?
Sure. Go ahead and take it. Anybody else who wants to, you can go ahead and do that too. You're not doing anything stressful. Mostly. The building that you are watching, it seems at one point in time you saw somebody peek out of a window and look around surreptitiously, and then they drew the curtains closed, and after that you have seen nothing coming from the building. You do see a couple of lights, people walking around, but nobody going in or out as of yet.
Now, have I seen the guards ushering people off the streets yet?
Towards the end of the hour, they reached this part of the city, and you do start seeing people on horseback sort of announcing people return to their houses for the day.
If that's the case, I'm gonna go to the door of Suleiman Kadir and knock.
Okay. You knock on the door. Is
Welcome.
there anything that you say?
I'll say, this is Nicomund, here to say Abu Amir and Suleiman Kadir.
You see the door opens, and it's a woman with sort of tan skin and her hair pulled up strictly into a bun, and she's wearing a veil across the bottom of her face. She opens the door just a crack, and she says, "Greetings, sir. I'm afraid the master of the house is not at home, and neither is Abu Amir, whoever you're looking for."
Oh, well, Nicomund will bow to her and then say, well, I apologize. Hakim's shop said Abu Amir was here, and he said he was helping the master's daughter. I need Abu Amir's help, but if I can offer any aid, I'm willing to give it.
Are you a healer?
Yes, but everyone keeps yelling at me for doing it.
Persuasion. Or just general charisma, if you're not particularly persuading.
That is a 16
Not bad.
persuasion.
You see, she sort of Might I have your name, sir?
Nicomund. Nicomund the Red.
I will take a message to the owner of the house. Unfortunately, he really is indisposed. When he returns, I will let him know. Is there a place we can send for you?
Yes, me and my party, we're staying at the Living Cauldron Inn.
Ah, indeed. I will send a messenger when it is safe. Perhaps you ought to head back.
Sure. And please tell Abu Amir as well that we are looking for him.
I will.
And
If we
we're
see
staying that there. Thank you. And Nicomund will bow and then back out. And then he'll just walk the rest of the way to the Living Cauldron. He won't hurry unless, like, the horses are kicking him.
No, they just seem rather strict, but they don't shove or push anybody. All right, you make your way back. That brings us to Fenrir. What you doing?
Rick.
And Rick,
Old Fenny boy.
Yep. But after getting my clothes and changing into them, you said the guards and everybody's telling everybody to go back home.
Oh, yes.
Um,
And they're ensuring people are moving away from the bazaar, especially because it's the most crowded.
okay. So I'll go ahead and take a piece of cloth. Yeah, I'll just like take out my first set of clothes and my hand axe, cut off a strip so I have like a bandana-esque piece and tie it around my face to kind of blend in with everybody else. And
sense.
I'll start making my way back towards the inn.
Let's see. As you travel.
And just as I'm walking around, I'll keep an eye out for those magical moths and see if they're like congregating around the area of like where the guards seem thickest.
How closely are you looking for them? Just casually? If so, I'd say perception with
Yeah.
disadvantage. If you're looking for them, then you can roll perception.
Yeah, because since if you know with the change in the atmosphere of the city and then the guards like bringing everybody home in like midday when business should be booming, it would feel very strange, I would think. The whopping 10.
10. It is hard to spot from your vantage point, being of a shorter nature. But as the people are moving, they're jostling, they're not really caring who they're moving into. A lot of them are moving past the Great Mosque, and you sort of get carried along a little bit. It's hard to keep an eye out for the moths that are flying because you don't see any near you or flying close to people that you move past at the moment. I will say this, as you are traveling back, or wherever you want to go to next, you do notice several instances of guards rounding up people and I wouldn't say encouraging, I'd say like herding them into certain wooden houses. There's one instance, sorry. There are like 5 or 6 soldiers on horseback accompanied by a couple of militia and at least 20 people in a crowd that they are shoving into one of these houses.
Okay. I'll just make a note of it and keep heading back towards the inn, because kind of feeling like stopping at the noble's house when the guards are telling everybody to go home. Probably a bad idea.
Got you. All right. Eventually, I'd say at about 12:30, Fenric makes it back through the inn, and you see Ariane sort of in the corner with her face also bound up.
Okay. So since I walk inside and see, I'll just kind of give her a little nod and then can do this. The message doesn't have a vocal component, so like a somatic material component. Can I just like hands under my like under my robes or my shirt or something, and just kind of
Sure.
do that real quick?
I'll say you can do that, sure.
So I'll walk in and see her and just nod and just you'll hear my voice whispering in your head. Just is everybody else here?
From what you can see at the moment, Nicomund has arrived around the same time as you enter, but the other two are not to be seen.
And I will say that you can talk back. Also, we can't hear you because you're.
Yeah. If you're saying that in my head, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, it would be a it would be a very
Um,
quick. Is everybody else here? You can't respond to me. Just chill. Be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I'm freaking the fuck out, and I like leave the inn and I go to the stables. And I'm gonna go curl up with Shirun because this shit is off. It's whack.
Okay, you go to the stables. Shirun picks up on your sort of mood and she provides what comfort she can. The rest of you. As far as you
Nicomund,
remember, you have a mission, but you're also wanted. So, what would you like to do?
Nicomund will see Fenric come in. Well, Nicomund will walk in at the same time as Fenric. And he'll kind of motion towards the bar. And then he'll ask Fenric, why did we attack that man?
Not in the middle of the bar.
Well, I'm not saying it loud. I'm kind of like, why did we attack that man?
Very quickly, my hands are back under my clothes so I can repeat the same gestures. And apparently I'm just gonna start a message train. So, very quietly, you hear my voice whispering in your head. I believe that was the man who stole Arion's horse. You can respond to this message. Do not freak out.
Nicomund, who's standing next to Fenric, doesn't understand that this was a message, is going to speak back. Yeah. So why did we run?
What? Again, do I need to keep repeating this in the chat window? Or just, I'm gonna keep messaging? Because Fenric is not speaking these words aloud to around the bar for anybody to hear. But yeah, again, message.
You don't have to keep clicking it. I get it.
Okay, cool.
It's like the swirl the tea 4 times conversation. Scratch my nose, swirl my tea 4 times. Mother's sick. Need a prescription.
No. Oh, I think we run after our friend Hakim ran, and I don't. After that, it was seemed like everybody for himself, and I don't know what the plan is now. That the guards are herding everybody up back to their homes. I don't know why.
Well, I stopped at Suleiman Kadir's house looking for Abu Amir, but I'm not sure if they were there and they were hiding it or if they weren't actually there. But they didn't let me in.
With another message. You can first off, think your message back to me. Second off, it doesn't surprise me that you were turned away at the door.
Yeah, I usually think before I talk. How do you do it?
Oh god. Another message. It's a little trick I picked up along the way, so I can be not obvious about different plans and things that I don't want other people to hear.
You don't want people to hear that we're looking for the doctor?
Are you like thinking these back to
No,
me?
I'm
at this point, or
saying it out loud. You're basically talking into the radio when I'm 5 feet away.
Another message. Us talking to the noble is one. Us killing the guy in the street, that's another. Also, think your words to me. No need to speak.
Nicomund's just confused. Nicomund will just order a drink and just like, I don't get it.
God, I love Nicomund. Okay.
It's so great.
As this one-sided conversation continues, you notice, like, the guy at a table next to you just sort of judging you. He doesn't seem suspicious. He's just sort of, this guy's talking to his friend isn't responding. He keeps talking to himself. He just sort of goes, get weirdo.
Like how before Bluetooth came out, if you talk to yourself, it was like you're crazy, and once Bluetooth came out, all the crazies could talk to themselves.
Yep. So I'll do another message, but this one's going to be directed at Derek, because a message works if they're within 120 feet of me and it can go through solid objects that's less than a foot of stone, metal or wood, or a thin sheet of lead, etc.
But you have to point at a creature within range. I don't know if you know
I
exactly
wouldn't
where
know
I
you're
am.
upstairs. Okay, well, since I don't know you're upstairs, then I won't.
Well, you can look around for each other if you want.
Yeah, but I'll just order some mead from the bar.
You see the barkeep is looking kind of harried, as a lot of people have suddenly come in midday. I mean, it's not unusual, but she is looking kind of stressed, and she says, yeah, of course, I'll get it to you right away. Have a seat, please."
Sure thing, sure thing. Do you know what is going on? The guards are bringing everybody back to their houses. Some by force, if necessary.
Word on the street is there was an attack of sorts on the streets. Somebody was killed. Some say people even saw magic. Al-Gaib
Truly.
at work.
In the middle of the city.
In the middle of the city. Who knows what we have become? May God help us.
Well, if there's magic going on
safe.
and somebody's already dead, then I don't think he's helping everybody very much.
I do not know how this works. There will be consequences. Mark my words.
Oh, okay, why'd you run?
Here, your meat. Be safe, dear. I would recommend just staying inside for today. If you had any plans.
Well, my plans are now curtailed. So I believe a day of rest is what it is turning into. And with that, I'm just gonna enjoy my mead for a minute and just sit, de-stress, and then after a little bit, I'll get up and actually try to find Hakeem and the rest.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing? Anything in mind? Do you want to head out to the street, talk to somebody? Or we can move on until something else happens.
I am cuddling my horse.
Mhm.
And I am going to work on my sit down, stay calm attack.
With Tech 20.
Yeah.
Got it.
She did really good on her attack. She just missed. But she did it. She's a good girl.
Really hard.
She tried really hard. She's a good girl.
I'm just trying to lay low.
All right. Okay. A couple hours, I would say an hour or so passes after everybody seems to go into the house. And those who are in the bottom floor, not in your rooms, the door opens and a couple of guards pour in and head towards the barkeep or the owner, and they start talking with her about certain things, and you see she's sort of wringing her hands, listening and talking back.
Fenric and I are at the bar, I assume, still. Can we hear what they're saying?
You can try. Perception checks or stealth if you're trying to be stealthy. Any other thing you're trying to use?
Just listening for me. That's a 6.
After they've been there for a second, like, how close are they? Are they like the next person over, or like a couple?
You are sitting at one of the side tables in the middle of the room, and they're at the bar right at one end of the room.
Okay. I'll just for now I'll just try to listen in to what they're saying. So, perception.
Yep.
With a 14.
Okay. Nicomund, you try and listen in, but you pick up what the table next to you is speaking more easily than you can pick up what the guards are saying. And they're sort of chatting about how the plague has come to the town and trying to discuss how they're going to leave, how they're going to escape the city because it's locked down, and what that could mean, how they have family they have to provide for, take care, etc. So they're sort of talking amongst themselves. Fenric, you do hear a little bit more. You're able to catch snatches of conversation and piece together that they're communicating that there are fugitives in town, a group of 5 that they are looking for. One of them might possess powers of the unnatural kind, and then the cognate is sort of on the lookout for these 5 people, and she's sort of giving them descriptions of sorts, some sort of general information, and they say if she sees anything, you have to report back, obviously, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
At about that time, I'll finish my little tirade at Hakeem and make my way downstairs and see the guards and pause for a second and just walk straight over to the bar and lean against it, waiting for her to finish her conversation, just like I'm looking for a drink.
Okay. The guards sort of nod to her as they finish, put their hand on their weapons, and sort of look around the room pointedly, looking at everybody, just sort of check in faces. Their eyes kind of linger on you a little bit, Fenric, because you are of a shorter stature, more physically obvious, and it sort of frowns a little bit in your direction, but they sort of leave. And there is a visible, like, sigh as they leave the room from the rest of the patrons.
So, again, hands back in sleeves. Do another message. So, since I can see Derek now, again. So, the word is going out through the guards that it's a group of 5 who killed somebody, and I realize now it may have been unwise to use ice I threw around, but they are aware that there is somebody with unnatural powers. You can respond to this message in your head, not with your voice.
Yeah, way to get your magic under control.
Yeah, that was... Okay. No, first you have to go.
I'll just turn and look at the bartender and just be like, I need your strongest drink possible right now.
Well, I have some aged wine. Costs you about 5 gold per bottle, but
I'll take 2.
very well. I'll have it right away. Here or in your room?
Oh, I'll take it right here.
Okay. Give me a couple minutes. She sort of comes back with 2 vintage wines. Insert wine name here, you know.
This fine Merlot, at age 1100.
Yes.
So she puts the bottles down. Derek just pulls out a knife and like takes the sealing off, pops the cork out, and just sighs heavily, grabs the bottle, and just starts taking like pulls. After like a solid 3 seconds, sets it down and goes. I don't know if that's helping.
So, I'll do another message. Again, back to Derek. So, what is the plan now?
I'll just turn and find Fenric in the crowd and look straight at him, just shrug. Try not to get killed.
How many hours has passed since I've gone into the stable? Like a few hours?
I would say like an hour and a half so far, but it could be
Okay.
more if you want to do something else.
Hmm. No, I'm just trying to determine how long it would take her to get back to center enough to be around people.
Mm-hmm. I would say give it about 2 hours or so. So
Apparently it might be longer than that. I rolled a d4 to see how many hours.
all right, you can spend several time. Shirun has been on quite a journey, and there's plenty of care that she needs. So you sort of immerse yourself in that, talk to her, etc.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the stable.
I'll take a glass with the 2 bottles, go find like a secluded table, sit down, lean back in the chair, feet up, and just keep pouring glasses. Now it's not such like heavily drinking, but I'd say it's more that Derek is lost in thought.
Okay. Well, a couple hours pass. You feel slightly better about coming out, or you finally sort of settle down.
I mean, once I'm settled, then I would go in and I'd probably after the 4 hours go in, look at Derek, give like a small nod, freak the fuck out about Fenric, and like small nod to Nicomund, and then go to my room. And then if anybody wants to come, then she's not going to stop them. But she's not too sure about Fenric anymore. She's freaked out about him.
Gotcha. Well, as you are sort of sitting, I want to ask one thing of, what's his name? Derek. Did you pay the little girl to send you a notice of when she saw Abu Ali, or was it just for the information? Just needed to clarify for me.
I do think that we had talked about her contacting us if he showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite remember.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you gave her a large amount of money and she was going to
Yeah, let us know when he showed up, and also giving us the location to go to and all that stuff.
yeah.
Okay. as you're sitting in a couple hours pass, it is now like late afternoon, like 3 p.m. or something. And you see there are plenty of people like you who are just settling in, drinking, talking. But at some points, people come and leave. There is a door that opens, and you see the bartender, the barkeeper, sort of turns back to the back rooms, and she disappears for a bit. And when she returns, she comes over to your table, and she slips you a little piece of parchment with some writing on it. A girl dropped this off for you. She couldn't stay long, though.
Yeah, I'll take the parchment and thank her and open it up and see what it says.
Okay. Inside it says, "Hello, rich man. It's me, Fatima. I hope you remember me. You said to tell you when Abu Ali comes by, and he did. He talked a little bit to the doctor. I overheard some things. You're welcome. He's gonna head to Suleiman's house at." We see there's sort of like an ink blot, as if she was like sort of thinking a little bit. 9 p.m. Once the sun has set and there is the cover of night. He says it'll be easier. Apparently she's in quite need of treatment. So he's gonna ignore the guards and the curfew. Don't know why you want to know that stuff, but good luck.
And roughly what time is it now?
It is like approaching 4 p.m.
Okay. So I'm trying to sober up beforehand. Okay, so once I finish reading the note, I'll just look through the crowd, kind of lock eyes with Nicomund and Fenric and Jester for them both to come over.
Nicomund will head over.
Yeah, I'll walk over.
So Abu Amir will be at Suleiman's house after the curfew. So we've got a few hours, but we can easily get through the city at night. As long as no one's dropping magical bursts of energy to call down the guards.
Is that a slight at me or the little guy?
Both? Both. Let's go with both.
I'll try.
They just punch things.
The fuck did you come from?
I walked up behind you while you were talking.
Don't worry, you're still on my shit list.
As are you on mine.
I don't think I've ever been off of your shit list.
No, you have not.
So I really don't care. Okay.
So I told Fenric this, but I stopped by Suleiman's house and Abu Amir wasn't there, nor was Suleiman himself at that time. And then they were ushering everyone out, so I came here.
Yeah, so the note says he'll be there around 9-ish o'clock tonight, so if we plan to be there shortly afterwards, we might be able to connect.
I think we should.
Well, with the way things are now, I don't think we should all go together. Certainly, because they're looking for a group of 5.
But if one of us has trouble, how do we know that they need help?
I don't know. I think either like 2 or 3 of us should go, but I don't think we should all go together as a big group.
If we're doing something after curfew, I think we're damned if we get caught either way. So going together isn't going to be any worse.
Nicomund
Yeah,
will
good
lean
point, I
in.
suppose.
Nicomund will lean into Derek and say, "How'd you do that thing earlier?"
You mean drink? I opened the bottle and started drinking.
No, you were there and then you weren't. How'd you do that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I believe Derek.
You want to try that, huh?
16 insight.
You fail.
You can't roll below 16, right?
I can't roll below a 19.
Oh
Oof.
God.
But just for
It's the
shits and
worst.
giggles.
A nat 20?
You
Ad break.
It's not so much that you believe him, but it's just like that completely impassive. You're not reading me. One way or another.
He's got the John Cena can't see this, you know. Well,
And Arian is just in her room, having a
She's
nice
just
little
chilling.
snooze, having a cuddle. Although the dog is not allowed on the bed because she's full of soot.
you did that to her. She
I
didn't
did,
ask for this.
No,
She's
but
just sort of rolling around on the floor, leaving little footprints of soot.
well, I figured
I-
she would be the most noticeable feature other than my mask.
I'll be back in a sec. I gotta help with some kid aggro.
Yeah, go for it.
Aggro.
As Derek goes for a little nap, to prepare and center his mind, what are the rest of you doing in preparation, if anything? If not, I'll fast forward
Well-
to the night. Sorry.
With after I guess we talk about the meeting, I'll head up to Arian's room and just knock on the door.
Who is
Arian?
it?
Are you in there?
Who is it?
It's me.
I don't know if I want to talk to you. And
Why?
Tekwani starts to growl.
Adorable little. But why?
I don't like voices in my head. Go away.
Ah. I apologize. I was just merely trying to not draw attention.
I don't like voices in my head. Go away.
But I am not in your head. I am talking to you.
I don't like. Go away.
Well, I'll go downstairs to the bar and buy a bottle of mead that I can take back up, and I'll open the door real quick, put the bottle of mead down, close the door again, and then I'll head back downstairs.
All right.
I would like to spend a little bit of time asking around about Suleiman in the bar. See if anybody knows anything about him. Just pick up some basic information.
Certainly. Go for it.
Yeah. I'll go to the bartender first. Hello, do you
Sure.
know anything about Suleiman?
Suleiman? Which Suleiman?
Oh, I'm not the note taker. The one
Are
that
any of
is
us good at notes?
the one
Not
that is
me.
sick, Kadir.
Ah, I believe it is daughter who is sick. Poor thing. Yes, he is a rather rich merchant who lives near the Golden Quarter. His wife passed away many years ago. Terrible accident.
What happened?
I believe she was attacked by bandits in the city.
Oh, that is terrible. It's like what's going on outside.
Indeed, except this time, they say there's magic involved.
Ugh.
The world just goes to hell every other day.
Ain't that the truth, sister? How do I get in contact with Suleiman Kadir? I have
Well, you could
business.
probably go by his house. I think he has a housekeeper. Could drop him a letter, I suppose.
And what do you know of Abu Amir?
Abu Amir.
He's
The
healer,
healer.
man. Yeah. Ah.
Yes. He has quite a good reputation.
Is he very friendly to new people?
He's not the chatty type, but he's been known to have worked with Ibn Sina, another famous healer. And, well, that is to his credit.
I hear this name a lot too. Avicenna.
Ibn Sina.
Hmm.
Ah, yes. He is rather famous when he is in the city. He has a house here. It is a place of much mystery. Not the first time the guards have tried chasing him. He gets in trouble often. But he is good for the common people.
That is good.
Strange man, but when you're desperate.
What did soldiers want earlier?
Ah, they were looking for the rapscallions who created this whole thing. 5 of them.
Oh, that is strange number.
Indeed. Apparently there's a reward out for anybody who has information. Although business is pretty busy. Wonder who has time for things like that.
That is strange times, and I'm just going to slide a gold across the counter.
You see, she sort of raised her eyebrow. Thank you for the tip, dear.
Thank you for the hospitality. You are
You are
very,
welcome.
very good business owner.
Well, I try. Although that son of mine,
What
don't know
is
who I will pass this business to when I retire.
what is wrong with your son?
He has no brain for business.
Hmm.
Only lazing about. Well,
Haha.
I must be off. There are things to do. Be in peace.
And I will saddle back to the group.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna say a couple hours pass, and it's getting close to 9 p.m. as the night passes. People sort of start to go up to their rooms, disperse. There's less people drinking. Not so much. It's rather quiet all around.
Nicomund will have used this time to keep working on the dog with wheels, and I imagine at this point, for good or for ill, it's just about finished.
Close enough.
I got a 6.
The wheels are... They get stuck once in a while. They aren't perfect. Like the joints of the wheels part, you do your best with the wood crafting, but there's just something about it that just doesn't fit quite right. So they will get stuck occasionally. And there's something about the dog's face that's just slightly off. You can't tell if it's the proportion. Yeah, it looks kind of like that. It's a wonky little dog toy, but it's cute. Kids usually won't complain much.
Well, Nicomund will accept it and realize there's not much meat left on the bone to keep carving this wood. That's how this little dog is gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Just sort of glances at you with a wonky little head, and you see eventually the barkeeper goes to dim the candles, draw the curtains, do her cleaning up business as she looks to close down the main area of the bar.
Can I go back to the bartender? If
Yes, she's like,
someone needed to leave in the nighttime and come back quietly, is there a not so public entrance they could use?
the kitchen door is always open. Well, I lock it, but there's a key under the rug.
Thank you, and I'll give her another gold. Or
She just sort of slides her washcloth over it and sort of picks it up.
you are very kind.
Do be careful not to bring trouble back.
Of course. If there is trouble, it will be from my friends. Not me.
I would rather avoid it altogether. If you could.
Is that because you're planning to run and abandon this again?
Ah. Alright, I will let everybody know that there is a hidden key under the mat for the kitchen door in the back if we need to not use the front. I'll lean into Derek and whisper, "We can come in back door here."
It's always good to have easy access.
I hate you.
Ah,
Well, the
So
night
we're
is upon
discovering a
us.
new side of Hakeem.
Oh God.
yeah. I mean, once things are like, there's not as many people, I would probably come down. But I am like not sure what's going on.
Okay. It's sort of just a couple of candles in the room and just you guys left around here.
Could we go on our excursion?
I think so.
Well, during that little downtime, I'd go up and talk to Irene and kind of fill her in on what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. Just keep Fenric away from me, please.
Why?
Voices in my head, and I don't like it.
What do you think it was?
His voice in my head? And I don't like it.
How do you think he did that?
Well, I don't care. I just don't like it.
It's actually a very simple spell. He's just trying not to be conspicuous.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't want him to do it to me again.
You could always just tell him that next time he does, you'll make his good eye match his bad one.
That is a good idea, because he saw what happens when people piss me off. And eyeballs. But that's a good idea. Thank you.
Do we go out the back and try and sneak our way there?
Hold that thought. Can I go find the barkeeper?
She's in the back of the kitchen. Yes.
Hi.
Comes out.
would you mind watching my dog for a little bit? She's a little tired, and I don't want her out and about.
Well, of course. I don't see why not.
Here's her favorite
Come along,
snack, and
Abu.
I pass her her favorite snack.
She sort of yells for her son to watch over the dog because she's busy.
There, you found a use for him.
Rare, I tell you. Very rare.
Just make sure he doesn't hit her, because she might bite him if he does.
Oh no. No. He would get a shoe to the head if he did that. That is
Okay.
a customer's dog. You treat it with respect, you hear me, boy? Yes,
Perfect.
Mom.
And then I give her 2 gold to take care of the dog.
She gives one to the kid, and she says, "There, that is how wages are earned."
Look at that, a boomer teaching a Gen Zer how to make money.
All right. Once my dog is squared away, then I'm more than happy to go out.
Okay.
Does anyone have way to clean clothes?
Yes.
You mean water?
I assume he does not want to take the very long process of laundry.
Water, soap, yeah, any of that.
I can do it quickly.
Maybe in private later. You use magic too freely.
I will admit the ice in the middle of the street was a mistake.
In middle of street in city in desert. Ice.
To be fair, fire
I
wouldn't
saw-
have been much better.
Fire
saw
can be
many-
explained. Ice not so much.
Well, I saw many people that wanted to kill us, so I did my best to make them not so many people.
I'm gonna
But
pull
yes,
out
I
one
will
of my
admit,
5
the ice was a
daggers
mistake.
and just push it into his chest. This is good way to kill people.
I am not so good with that.
So, I gotta ask the question that is on everyone's mind. Who is not surprised that Booty has a fucking dagger?
Want to see something even cooler? This is a Rondell dagger trainer.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Yatagan. This is the type of sword Hakim uses.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Me and my older brother had a pair of they were just your classic swords, and then we were using them so hard, and we accidentally snapped them on each other.
So yeah, I will give you one of my 5 daggers.
Oh, bless him. He bought it. He was so excited. He was telling me, and I was like, "Why would you spend money on that?"
It is
I
cool.
respect it, but my God, it is cool.
Dude,
It is
lots of people spend money on stuff like that.
This was made
cool.
by our good friend,
Respect.
Oh, nice.
and I absolutely love this thing. It is fantastic.
Hashtag
Uh,
Springforged Knives. You can
believe you
find
can
their
see
link in
the-
all our YouTube videos.
Right here. That's his mark. But no, this thing is fantastic. I love the weight to it, and it chops things like watermelons and cantaloupes fantastically.
Great.
The watermelons. Okay, bless him.
Yeah.
And now that we're back from our unpaid ad break. Hey, quest accepted.
Accepted. Welcome.
Hey!
For
Welcome,
those
welcome.
just joining who missed the shameless plug, Nicomund, our warlock in real life, makes knives.
Show it.
You can.
Yeah, I wasn't
Show
going
it.
to say anything about your dagger that you had in reach when I have so many
Oh,
just
shoot.
near me. Like it's almost weird.
Our good friend here, Springer, forged this for me. I bought it from him, commission, and I love the handle and everything. You can see the like that golden yellow spacer in here with this beautiful handle material.
There's the
Yeah,
actual.
that green
I-
stabilized wood came out
Yes,
amazing.
it
I like
is.
that one.
It is gorgeous. It is
Anyways, back on
easily one of
track?
my favorite apps.
Put it away.
Right.
Put it away.
Fenric,
Put it away.
Fenric, make sure you add that dagger to your inventory.
Okay. He'll
He's
go
really
ahead
proud
and
of it.
take it and put it on his belt, I guess. But yeah. Another question: how do I add? I'm terrible with Foundry. How do I add items?
What
I
do you
think
need
this
to
is like
add?
the
A
third
dagger?
time I've asked.
Don't worry about it. I'll
Like
do
over
it
the
for you.
course of our gaming experience, I just
Don't worry,
always
I got
forget
it.
how to
I
add
got it.
items to things.
I
Want
got
to
you.
cut something.
Oh, please don't. Kids, focus. You are criminals on the run from the law. It is nighttime, and you need to meet a guy.
And now you know
How will you
why.
proceeding?
Sneaky
What-
sneak time.
I don't get paid for this.
So we head out the back door, we lock the door behind us, and we disappear like shadows in the night.
Well, we should roll. Figure out if we actually
Yeah, if
disappear
we
like
actually become
shadows.
Does
shadows.
anybody have Pass Without a Trace?
Nope.
No,
Oh, brother.
I do have that one-off tome I've been holding on to. But it's a one-off.
For what?
It gives a +5 to our next stealth check of all creatures within 30 feet, and it lasts for 24 hours, but it's only lasts for one roll.
I mean, this is a good time to fucking use it, man.
Save it. It's like
We
power,
are the 5.
power gaming. Save it till the end of the campaign. She'll never see it coming.
When you never need to use it.
I know. It's like, man, I don't know.
Do you want to bet?
Just use it. Keep in mind, there is no you think you're stealthy. If you don't hit that 15 mark with the 2024 rules, you are not hidden.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Give
right.
us
Yeah, but-
fucking.
I'll use it. I'll use the strange magic tome we got from a pillar.
Okay. Okay.
So
As
when Redden
as you're
activated
picking
yeah, sorry. When Redden activated, the runes glow silver and this tome burns in thin air. It grants +5 to the next stealth check of all creatures within 30 feet. The blessing lasts for 24 hours until used before it disappears. So everybody can add a +5.
You could call a group roll, or do you just want us all to roll? Oh, okay.
people have already rolled, so I'll just do that.
Did
If
you want a
anybody's
group
below
roll?
15, it's fine. If anybody's below 15, tell me.
Fenric. The fuck,
Yes?
man.
Oh, buddy.
Hey,
Okay.
it wasn't a 1.
Did
Also-
everybody add the +5?
I did.
I did.
Okay, good.
No, that's after the +5. It would have been a 4 otherwise.
Well, everybody is fairly quiet with the exception of Fenric. And
Makes no sense.
you know it. You are fully aware of it. As you're about to head out, is there anything you want to do to resolve that, or you're heading? I'm giving you guys so many opportunities.
There's
You have 2 seconds to do something before I set the guards on your ass. Go for it.
I got nothing.
I don't have anything special to do. It's
Uh,
that was
it-
the only thing I could do for the group.
Are we in a back room right now? Kind of heading out the back door as we're heading?
Yes.
There's no one around?
Not in the kitchens at the moment.
All right, well then, Nicomund is going to try and do the hand movements that Derek did. And he's going to... Because we're aware that Fenric's not hidden, not being very stealthy, right?
Oh yeah. Every other person can tell.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Alright.
There's no visibility here.
Okay,
Alright.
give me 1 second.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you still can't see it. Hold on.
I can't see in the dark.
I can.
Okay, shush. Shush, wait.
You guys don't know that though. I'm normal.
You told us you can see in the dark.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I am normal. There's just a special you know, quirk of my tribe. It's fine.
Except
Fine.
two people clocked it.
All right. As you're all wondering, you head out of the city. You head out of the house, the inn. Fenric is not being stealthy.
Okay,
All right,
Fenric, you can stay.
Nicomund's gonna do his hand movements that he saw that Derek did.
Mhm. Exactly what is Nicomund doing?
You know that lasts like a minute, right? Oh no, it's an hour. Never mind.
Yeah, no. Regular invisibility is an hour. Greater is a minute.
Okay. As you guys are moving in between alleyways, the four of you manage to safely cross, avoiding the patrol. Right as Fenric is about to cross, the guard turns around and he sort of stumbles right in his sight line. And thankfully, Nicomund is able to turn Fenric invisible by copying Derek's hand movements prior. Derek, why are you invisible?
And Nicomund's very surprised when Derek disappears as well.
Does he actually?
Yes, he actually disappears.
Yeah, because he's a warlock. He just gets max power out of the spells, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
There is
Yeah.
a little giggle on the wind. Derek, you feel a breeze sort of rush through you, and you feel the familiar tingle of turning invisible, like magic settling over your body.
Nicomund, we really have to talk about what you're capable of, bud.
This
Sure.
is very interesting. I wish I knew how to
You
do this.
don't fucking talk when we're trying to be quiet.
All right, let's head out.
Okay. As you guys continue traipsing through the city, you make your way eventually to what you recognize Nicomund as Suleiman's house. At the front, you see they're bobbing torches, almost like somebody's walking around the perimeter of the house. There's a hedge lined around the house. It is a very nice 2-story, rather big. There's a couple of houses nearby. And you see lights bobbing as if people are sort of walking around, patrolling in the area. It appears this is a neighborhood that is more well guarded for sure. But there is a man. As you sort of take a second to pause, you see there is a man in a blue cloak that is very openly walking through and calls the guards and begins to talk to them. And they seem to be having a very amicable conversation. This man looks slightly more rotund, not fat per se, but he's just on the chubbier side. And he has sort of gray hair and a gray beard, and he's sort of talking, and he's holding what looks like a leather briefcase on his side. A leather bag or briefcase on his side. I want to see what your perceptions are. Passive perceptions. Hakeem, I would say you're the only one who noticed. Derek, you sort of see the man glances in a certain direction, but you're not quite sure what he's looking at. Hakeem, with your eyes, you see what looks like a grate or a hatch of sorts in like a corner that he's standing nearby, and it's like a sewer hatch that you're almost sure is what he keeps glancing towards as he's talking to the guards, like it's behind them at a certain distance, and he just keeps looking over, and then the guards sort of call him in, he sort of turns away, and they talk for a little bit more. They're like boisterous, and they're like casually chatting up.
I will whisper to the rest of the group because I don't know if I can whisper in this accent. There is great.
Okay.
Right there. Might go through to the house.
We want to sneak in? Why don't we just knock on the front door?
Because it is curfew.
We'll wait for the guards to pass, but I think if we go in the front door, they won't get angry at us.
Frederick will shrug and realize nobody can see him shrug, but still do it anyway.
I leave it up to group. I see great. We use it or we don't.
Well, the guards are standing near the grate anyway, and that blue cloak guy, right?
Close. You'd have to be quiet. You
I
can
don't-
also do whatever you wish to do. Just let me know what you're doing.
Are they standing near the front door?
I would say they are closer towards the back of the house than they are the front. You'd have to walk around to see if there's any guards at the front.
Does this rotund man match the description of Abu Amir?
Yes. He is wearing a familiar cloak that he is known to carry frequently, where that's his traveling cloak. The briefcase as well.
Or we can
If that is the man we talked,
wait till the guards leave, and then when he comes, we can just be like, "Hey, we need to talk to you because of this guy."
I like that idea.
And then we can help him or whatever. But I think we should just talk to him when the guards leave. My vote.
seems like a good idea to me. We don't need to see the nobleman. We're only asked to see this man.
Yeah, but don't you want to see what's up with his daughter?
Yeah, but maybe he'll get us in.
Yeah. What Fenric's saying is we don't need to see Suleiman, we just need to see Abu. Alright.
Unless
What do you guys think?
Suleiman's
Wait-
daughter is suffering from the plague that we are needing to send people to Avincina for.
No,
No.
she's suffering from
No.
something else.
I would be interested to see what's wrong with her. If we're here anyway.
Alright, shall we wait for Abu to be alone?
That sounds good. Either way, no matter what we do, we need to talk to
Alright, we'll wait for Abu to be alone, or for the guards to break away.
Okay. You wait there a couple moments. Let me just put some tokens on this map here. Give them some lantern. Hold up. There you go. Okay. Abu Ali sort of
Where's the
walks
grate?
away. Let me just mark it for you on this map. I would say it's about here somewhere. Do you see the red square?
It's not red right now, but yeah.
What color is it?
Well, it's gray.
Oh yeah, you can't see. You don't have color vision. It's dark.
Yeah.
But
Above table, because I am horrific with names, and the names of these people drive me insane. We are talking to this guy for the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
Avicenna.
Machena?
Avicenna.
Avicenna. And they have worked together before in the past, but there's something a little shady going on with this guy.
He said that he was hiding something, not telling him something about what's going on, and so he asked us to come talk to him to see if we could get more information out of him.
Avicenna. Okay.
Yes, Avicenna sent
Derek-
us here to
Derek is currently invisible, so can't talk. Awesome.
I can talk, I just can't be seen.
Yeah, but you can't talk to other people without them freaking out. Because of what is it
Right.
called? The spirits, what are those called?
El Gaib?
El
El Guy
Guy.
Ebe.
Kaib?
Guy?
Guy.
Gaib. El Gaib?
Yep.
Mhm.
The hidden world.
Yeah, but she would say the El Gaib because she's from that culture. Which is part of the reason why she's freaking out.
Not Lisan Al Gaib. That's a different fellow.
Sorry?
Lisan, never mind. Sorry, princess. Okay.
Oh.
Abu Ali walks away with 2 guards heading towards the front of the house. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I kind of want to, like, sneakily sneak around to, like, here.
I'd be able to
Okay, go for
see,
it.
but I can't.
You can't.
It's dark out?
It's dark and we don't
I
have
should
dark
be able
vision?
to see in the dark.
Mhm.
Oh no, he's got Devil's Sight.
Oh, you're supposed to be able to see. Okay, so I want to go here.
I'll fix that in a second. Give me some time.
Yeah, I think it's funny how the other campaign everybody has dark vision, and this one only 2.
Because there's
3
not
of us are
supposed
just
to be
blind.
humans. Anything but humans. They're very prejudiced.
You have Devil's Sight, right?
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Oh, fuck.
No, anytime I click on my character, I can't see anything.
Try reloading. And going back, you should be able to see now. I can see using your character.
Wait, I just hit reload. 1 sec.
As for the rest of you, any lights, hood lanterns, torches?
I'm not carrying anything. It'd be a disembodied lantern floating
So
through
you're
the
all
streets.
just
I have
you're
a
all just
torch,
moving in the dark.
but I don't know if we want me to use the torch.
No.
Okay, then describe to me how you're moving about in the dark when you can't see.
All right, now it works. Now I can see.
I'm-
Okay.
I'm holding on
Does
to.
the moon create any light?
We're going into a new
Barely.
moon. Yeah,
Barely.
it'd be like a thin sliver of the moon at this point. Wait, no, that's the other campaign. Never mind.
This is
I
an
will.
exiguous moon, so there is some moonlight, but not enough to move quietly by.
I will cast Dancing Lights and just have one little floating globule of light.
Globule. Perfect. You almost said globjamin of light, and I love that. Globjewel. Okay.
Glob. Yeah, I specifically
Ooh, it lets me
didn't
summon.
take anything for
Interesting.
light because I figured somebody else would have some sort of light.
You can
I
summon.
became a tiefling, so I didn't need to.
It's not letting me place it. Damn it.
Valid.
I'll place it. What color would you like them to be?
I think I went for the blue teal.
Okay. There you go. I'll give you ownership so you can drag them.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Abu went around the corner with the guards. He never broke off of the guards.
Yes. They're talking to him, leading apparently He's well known. If you want to listen into their conversation, roll me something.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I
I'm gonna
roll?
sneak up
Perceptions.
and just see where they are.
Okay.
30-20.
10.
You can tell by the light that he is with some people. Aryun, he's clearly talking to 2 other people, and he's explaining why he's here, and they're familiar with him. He's asking how they are, how's the family, etc. He clearly knows them, not his first time.
Does it seem like they're going to, when they leave him, come this way or go that way?
They are going in circuit, and there's 2 of them with him, so they're probably going opposite direction.
Fuck.
Well,
They're just
I'll
circling this. Oh, this is guards for the manor, or is this like city guards?
This is guards for the manor. They look like mercenaries. I'm gonna give y'all 4 rounds to do something, so I have a little clock, just to give you some time.
Dun dun dun.
Well, Nicomund will lean over to Aryun and say, should we say hi? Should we introduce ourselves right now? See if we can get their attention?
I don't want to talk to the guards. And I
Well,
think
if we
the
talk
guards...
to Abu and he talks us in, that solves our problem.
Well, except for if he goes in with the guards standing there, and the guards go around...
No.
How
I mean,
much-
if we grab him right now, we say, hey, Abu, we need to talk to you.
He's with a.
We're not supposed
I know,
to be outside.
I know he's with the guards, but if we talk to him now, it solves the problem. And if he gets us in,
With how much time is taken, Derek's just going for the grate.
Yeah, I'm following Derek.
Yeah, I don't want to go near
Yeah.
the guards. So,
Nicomund, Aryun, you spot the little blue light that Derek is leading the other 2 with, head turned in the direction of the grate. You see Abu Ali sort of says his goodbyes. He has a hand on the door, but they're still like engaging him in talk as he's about to walk in. He sort of knocks and then keeps talking to them.
okay. Yeah, I don't want to talk to the guards. I'm gonna run away now.
all right, Nicomund will follow, but he thinks this should have just gone right up.
You can. I'm terrified of the getting caught.
Okay. Everybody heads into the grate. Let me activate that map. Give me a second.
Yeah, no, I'm genuinely terrified of getting caught because she doesn't know what these city people do to people like me.
Let's see. Let's start here. Nico, you're second. Okay, there you
If
go.
while you activate the map, do I have time to go get a piece of cake?
Go for it.
I'll still have the headphones
I'll
on
just
so
make
I
it
can
square.
hear you. Sweet.
Mhm.
I'm
Get
so
your
excited for the cake.
Wish I had.
All right. You sort of open up the grate, slip down. Typical city sewer. There's water and plumbing and sort of things growing all around around you. It seems to lead in sort of a straight line. And what do you want to do?
Is it lit
From
up
what
in
you can
here
s-
or just from Derek?
Just from Derek.
Okay, well now that we're off the city streets, I'll cast the dancing lights again and have the other 3 balls of light come out.
Drag him and see if you can.
Yes, I do. I cannot drag.
Gosh darn it. Make a light. Create token permissions. I will deal with that later. But for now, here you go. The path here seems closed off. It ends at a typical wall. In front, however, you do see what look like iron grates affixed into it and a door that could possibly lead you through.
Does this sewer head in the direction of the house we're going to?
Yes. This way.
Can
would
I
be-
pull my mask out since we're not out on the streets
Mhm.
and just put it on my head? Not on my face,
Go for it.
on my head.
Go for it.
What's in the
this-
door?
It's a closed door.
Can I listen at the door?
You certainly can.
This
Perception
is
check,
where
please.
you're going to hate the fact that I played AD&D with my father.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to listen at the door, check for traps.
I always do that. You put your ear against the door. You don't hear anything.
Can I check
Can we
for
see
traps?
through the grate?
Are you able to see? I think your tokens can see through the gates. Grates. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Well,
So, all of you people that have magic, there is a lever on the other side. Does any of you have some sort of way to make something pull the lever? Kronk.
If I can see it. At the moment, I cannot see a lever.
Well, maybe.
oh, Fenric, where's your token? There you go.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
No, it's just that I can't see that far. I don't see a lever. Where's? Oh, there it is. I just had to zoom in. Sorry.
It generally
Yeah.
helps to get the details if you're closer.
Yep. So you don't see anything,
Mhm.
but you hear just a little like mage hand, and then I cast a mage hand to appear over there. I'm not sure how to actually make it.
Is your verbal
Okay, don't worry.
component literally mage hand?
I can't think of something off the top of my head. I wasn't planning to use it.
I believe Mage Hand's only invisible if you're an arcane trickster rogue.
Yeah, no, that's why
Yeah.
I said there is a
Okay.
hand that appears. That yeah. So
Man, that cake
yeah,
was
unless you're what is it? I think if Yankee get a like a one-off that's invisible, and then yeah, the arcane tricksters. Yeah, so I'll use my mage hand to pull the lever.
Okay. As you pull the lever,
good. I might have made
you
a
hear
mistake.
click as the door unlocks and opens on rather noiseless hinges. Very quietly opens in a simple mechanism.
I
Okay.
pat Hakeem and go, "You first, buddy.
Ah,
I'll take up the rear.
it's
Thank you
dark.
very much."
It turns. I'm
Indeed it
whispering.
does.
I
It
just
turns-
I can't whisper with the accent yet.
I got you.
Also,
All good.
He's
Whispering
difficult.
on camera sucks for the people that are trying to listen to you.
Yeah.
I'm quiet enough for all of us, okay? As you step through, there's a couple of typical pipes and all of that, but you do see a stack of just sort of refuse, like sacks, crates, and there's a smell that comes upon you, almost like people have been living there for a little while. And at the end of the bend, whoever goes first,
I will.
you see two humanoid sort of figures that are sort of reclining, but there's something off about them. And once the light shines over them in this corner next to the exit, you spot what looks something like this. They are Humanoid, yes, but you see strange sort of translucent ears that sort of light up. The blue light sort of goes through them, and you can see the veins through, and they have ears sort of at the top of their head, and there's fur or something of the sort all over their skin, and their face shapes. They're sort of pointed at the front, and you swear you see whiskers, kind of like a rat, but they are bipedal, it looks like. And this is what you see. They appear to be passed out. One of them is sort of fully on the floor, another one seems to be in a sort of seated position, but they seem to not notice the light, not notice you walking in. Master Splitter.
Choper turtles. Yep. Name the mage hand Kronk. That's a good idea, Mary.
Just every time I summon in, clunk.
So they're in this corner here, right?
Yes, that's a beautiful
Yes.
idea.
Okay. Can I
Um,
try to quietly sneak past them and open the next door?
I'm going to have my bow out just in case they attack.
Okay.
I'm not going to make aggressive, like it's down.
Mhm.
With like, you know how they'll hold like an arrow on the bow, but they're not like pulling it, it's just like holding it. I'm kind of doing that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just preparing myself for a bad day.
Gotcha.
You want to
Hakeem, as you're sneaking by, you notice there's a glass bottle on the floor, and another one in the lap of the guy that's sort of sitting, and you're sort of leaning against it. Fenric, as you sneak behind Hakeem and you look at these were-rats, you see one image with your regular eye and a second image with your arcanely powered eye. Your crystal eye shows you a different image. It's the same were-rats, but there is something around them, a sort of, how do I say this, an aura of sorts. And you do notice a couple of those butterflies and moths just sort of resting where they are on their bodies as they're
Yeah, just like
passed out.
okay, yeah, they're just kind of scattered on them. I'll just very quietly be careful around them. They have those moths sitting on them. Some sort of weird aura, some sort of magic about them.
Have we seen the moths sitting on anyone before? Have you seen the moths sitting on anyone before?
Sitting on someone directly? No.
I don't think so.
I've seen them flying about close, but not sitting directly on anybody.
Still trying to sneak by these people. Can I open the door
Yes.
before we talk so much we wake them up?
Sure, go for it. You can click the door.
Do I need to stealth check or anything, or
No,
do
they're
they look
passed
like?
out.
Okay, they're passed out, but they're breathing.
Yes. They're very visibly passed out. Why are there two Fenric? God damn it.
Because everybody wants a Fenric.
Okay, I'm gonna ask whoever walks by. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Hakeem, as you are the first one to walk by, Fenric, you spot the moths sort of start to flutter their wings, almost as if they're preparing to lift off, fly.
Slowly, careful. Those moths look like they're about to fly maybe towards us.
As Hakeem passes by, a couple of them start fluttering. They lift up. And they go after you guys.
I'm going to just very cautiously keep an eye on them as I start like waving. Well, I can't. Nobody can see me.
No, we
I
can't now. You
wave.
cast a spell. You
Oh,
cast
yeah,
a
I
spell. We can see you.
Yeah. So I will just very cautiously keep my eye on the mods and quick, come back behind me. Those mods are flittering about now. And I'm just going, like I said, keep an eye on them. If they're about to like get really close to somebody, as if they're trying to land on one of us, then I will throw a magneto bolt at them because it's like almost invisible.
I don't like that.
Well, okay. Hakeem passes by. The mods sort of flutter in the other direction. Aryun passes by. They don't land on her as of yet.
Yeah, I like shove myself all the way against the wall and like shimmy. If he said they're fluttering, I'm shimmying. Like I'm as far away from them as I can get, man.
Okay, Fenrir.
Pretty much.
Do the shim.
Fenrir, carry the next one through the door, past the rats.
I'm just gonna make sure that I'm the last one since I can actually see the mods.
I'll go
Okay,
next.
who's next? What's your armor class?
I don't like that question.
Was that what the 15 was?
I don't want to say. It's a 14.
Hey, buddy, you're awesome. Roll me a con save.
I don't wanna.
DC 13.
I can't stab what I can't see.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay. As Derek goes to walk by, Fenrik, you spot the moth sort of gently lands on his shoulder.
Oh, it's too slow. Alright,
Derek, you
so
don't feel
as
anything.
okay, as it lands on you, I'm just going to like put a hand on your chest and stop you from moving real quick. As I take out my hand axe and try to use it to brush it off.
You try to use your hand axe to try and brush it off. Your hand axe goes through where the moth would be.
Well, feeling that, I'll put the hand axe away. And I'll point very carefully as I try to use a magneto bolt to blast it off its shoulder. Because I don't know what else to do.
Go ahead and roll it
Shit,
for
try
me.
mage hand first.
So I see you. So I can't see these things, right? So I just see Fenrir come up to me and reach up with an axe to brush something off my shoulder, and then he takes a step back and goes like, "Don't move." This does not fill me with confidence.
How about before you do that, we get away from the rest of them?
Let's blast a spell right
Yep.
in front of the sleeping were-rats that
Right?
harbor the plague.
Like,
Which is creepy how much this eerily follows like the bubonic plague in that these rats are carrying this silent disease.
that's why I said we need cats.
Yeah, based on
Cats
her
need to
face,
eat the rats.
I think there's like a magical version of it. But
I don't like it. I want to stab
Know
it,
nothing about
well,
but I
no-
can't
okay.
see it.
Before I try to just blast it off its shoulder, then I'll try to just very quietly just go through the motions and summon out another mage hand. Just
Okay.
crunk.
Why are we still
which-
doing this in front of the butterflies that spread this disease?
Because we don't know.
Okay.
Because
pause.
one of them is on his shoulder.
If you want to say something, and I'm saying this with love and respect, you can say it in character, but let people play their character how they want, okay?
Got it.
I know it's not ideal, alright? But okay.
I
What are
said
we
that
doing?
in character. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
let's
no,
get
that's-
away from the rats before you do anything weird.
Okay.
Well, I don't
Um,
know how long it takes for them to do their thing. If you already have some but there is a moth on your shoulder.
Just
Let's see. Derek, roll me a percentage die. Percentile die, sorry.
I actually feel less confident in the con save.
uh,
21.
Fenric, do you summon your mage hand or do you move or do something else?
I'm just going to, as quietly as I can, just crunk,
Okay.
and just summon my mage hand, because my new magic word for it is crunk. I love that idea. Thank you, Mama Miri.
Alright, you summon Kronk. The butterfly turns around and flutters towards the mage hand off of your shoulder, Derek. And it seems the other butterfly that was sitting on the other were-rat also goes towards the hand. And they seem attracted to the shiny,
Okay.
magical nature of the hand.
Using it as a bug light, I'll bring it back over towards the rats.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Come quick. The moths are on crunk.
Nicomund will walk through, but he won't sneak because he can't see the moths.
Okay.
Or he won't like shimmy past. He'll still be quiet.
Gotcha. You see they sort of as everybody moves past, you get this very strange sort of odor off of them. It's sickly sweet. And you see one of them sort of turns in their unconsciousness and their hand hits that other glass bottle that was beside them and it sort of rolls. But Nicomund, you just step over it.
ads.
Just keep playing through it.
Okie dokie.
Alright, I'll say to Fenric, shut the door. Let's keep going.
Yep. So after making sure that the moths are still over there, I'll wait until we get around the corner before I dissipate the mage hand.
Okay. Shut the door behind you, and Arian, you see what looks like a ladder that seems to have fallen or been put down to a trapdoor that leads upstairs.
And this is like just can't get through there, so I'm gonna go over.
It's just walls. This is not a door, this is a wall. Pretend it's not there.
You'll see nothing.
If Nicomund sees the trap door, he'll pick up the ladder and kind of aim it at the trap.
Okay. When I say trapdoor, I just mean the kind that open in a basement.
Yeah.
Not a trapped door. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, I understood.
Okay, perfect. Who's going
Does
through?
it-
What order are you going quietly or not?
Can I?
Well, that answers
Did
the
anybody listen at the door? I want to listen at the door.
It's
Go for it.
first we have to climb up to the trapdoor. But valid question. My question was going to be if it's locked, but if we're just going to get through the door anyway, then that solves that question.
I'll answer it. Who's the first person going up? Checking it.
I'll listen.
Okay,
But-
go ahead, roll me your perception.
Neh, neh. I'm highly confident I don't hear anything.
Well then.
Unless I do hear something,
With a
in which
six-
case.
With a 6, it is quite silent. Not even a whisper of air, honestly.
I don't hear anything, guys. I'm going not first.
Not even a rat's fart, though those were pretty large.
I'll go up and check the door for traps before I open it, because it's a trap door.
Okay.
I'll dismiss the
Perception,
dancing lights.
investigation. Gotcha.
You
Perception,
said
investigation.
perception. Ooh,
Without the dancing lights, as you try to look for trap wires, anything that reflects in basically nothing, you see nothing. Just solid wood door in front of you.
does it If I feel it, is there a latch? Is it just a lift-up door?
Yeah.
Does it lift up easily with
It's
no
a lift-up.
resistance?
It's a little heavy, but once you start, it just sort of very quietly creaks open.
Okay, I want to make sure I don't slam it, so as I climb up the ladder, I'm just going to slowly open it and set it down gently. Poke my head up inside.
Okay. Very well. You emerge in what looks like to you a storage room. It's rather cramped. What little you can see. Can you see it all?
I cannot.
Well,
Okay.
I can.
Well, while you emerge, there's very much stuffiness around you, and you smell like flour, potatoes, root vegetables, and the sort.
I can see the map, but I can't see myself.
Yeah, because you're not on the map.
Oh,
Yet.
okay, never mind.
Can I feel my way around and see if I can find a wall or a door?
Behind you, you brush your hands across a couple shelves. In front of you, there's a wall, and right next to you, you brush against what looks like a door handle.
I'm going to whisper back towards the hole. It's like we're in... Oh, accent. It's like a storage room. A pantry. I found the door. I check door. I listen at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear anything?
You hear voices in the distance, like sort of echoing throughout, and it's an older man's voice and another older man's voice, and they're just sort of talking. You can't make out words, but then you hear the creaking, thumping as if someone's walking upstairs or through doors or something.
Can I crack open this door? Is there any light coming from whatever is on the other side of this doorway?
You try the door. Click. Click. It's locked.
Door is locked.
Does anybody know how to pick a lock?
I'll make my way up the ladder next then.
Mm-hmm. You blindly fumble your way through the dark, emerge right next to Hakeem, a cramped little space. Roll me a Thieves' Tools with disadvantage if you're doing it blind.
Well, in that case, I'll do a dancing light. Just one. Bloop.
Just bloop. You said let there be light, and there was.
Is there like a towel or a small burlap sack or anything in here?
Yeah, there's one almost empty burlap sack. Got a couple of onions in it you could toss out if you want
Yeah,
to use
if I toss out the onions and I put the sack over the dancing light, does it make like a kind of like a shade effect?
Good plan.
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
Derek, I smart.
Derek, you
I'm gonna try that again.
Yeah. One of your picks snaps.
A little better.
Snaps.
No. Try it again. I used inspirations. That was only one fail.
Okay.
How many fails can you do?
I don't know. As a DM, I don't break Thieves' Tools. I'm not a jerk like that.
I do on a
Love you.
natural one.
Insulting DM increases.
Let's try it again.
I look at it as this is one of those, it more wastes time.
Motherfucker!
Wow, you're much more likely to get caught.
Okay, it takes you a long time. It's you haven't picked a lock in a while. You're a little bit out of practice, and Hakeem's kind of breathing down your neck. He's sort of stuffed up right next to you, And it's been a long day. You're still kind of slightly hungover. It takes you a good 10-15 minutes to unlock this, but you eventually do unlock it.
After the first
Sorry.
couple attempts, just be like, dude, I need you to back off. Just give me some space.
If you talk less and practice lockpicks more.
I am a tailor. This is a hobby.
I'm gonna shush him.
You know what?
Attention.
Before the door, before I make the attempt that actually gets it open, I'll take a step back, hold the lockpicks out to him. It's like, by all means, go ahead and try.
Is this just flat decks because I'm not proficient with these?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to very quietly give him some guidance.
No helping, no helping.
Do you know what he's doing?
One
Wait, no,
verbal
I'm-
is quite loud.
Oh, is
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can't whisper verbal components. That's why they're
Okay.
subtle
It's a
spells.
16 without the guidance.
Hakim, you sort of fiddle, and it opens.
I don't even
Oh,
know
God.
what I'm doing, and I'm better than you. I'm sorry. Practice. Talk less.
I hate stroking his ego. He's terrible. Why would you do this to me, as I just gave it to you?
Because I'm gonna do this in retaliation. I'm gonna use unsettling words and cast suggestions. Say, I think you need to stop talking for the foreseeable future.
This is a great idea. Very smart. Very smart. Okay.
Let's
do
just
that.
waste our spell slots on
You do
stupid
that.
shit. This is the DM getting back at Ezekiel in a different game.
Oh
Chat,
no.
Chat, I'm gonna kill the party.
And if you could do that at a -5, that'd be greatly appreciated.
What's the -5 from?
Unsettling words.
Unsettling words. You can't talk for the foreseeable
Words
future.
take root
Hakim's
in
good
your
at
brain
not
and
talking.
And your jaw sort of locks up. You don't want to talk for the foreseeable future.
just magically gave him lockjaw.
This lasts how long?
8 hours.
8 hours?
Lovely. Okay.
Although
Unless he loses concentration.
the dancing light disappears.
Okay. In the darkness once more, the door creaks open.
I go up the stairs. I'm listening to their idiocy. Just shaking my head.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Do
Think
these
you wanna
people
go up
not
last?
have their house lit by torches? Or lanterns?
Are you saying that out loud?
I mean, once the doors open and there's no light, then yeah.
Okay.
Not loudly, like just, do these people not have their house lit? Oh fuck.
It's nighttime.
Although the reality
Nicomund.
is them yelling at
As
each
all
other
of you
might have
sort
been
of
worse.
stuffed in there, it's squeezy. It is really squeezy. Matt, you're killing me, Matt. Door opens. What you want to do?
I'll step out into the hallway quietly.
You guys are so scared. This is just a house. Jesus.
A house I
You
can't
keep rolling
see
dice.
which
Stop it.
I can't see which way I'm going in.
Well,
Like I
It's good.
said,
knock on the
do
door.
these people not light their house? Like,
Okay, this is just the deal. It is past curfew. They are reasonably in bed or doing other activities. You are in the cellar Why the fuck would they waste money on
No,
candles in the cellar? Open flames?
Not in the cellar, in the freaking like kitchen.
The baby.
Do you
the
leave your
There's
kitchen
no
lights on in the middle of the night when you go to bed?
Well, technically, we leave the hood light on so that when I have to go to the washroom, I can see.
Oh, turn all the
But they
lights
don't
off,
have
save
hood
the electricity. Save the
They just
candles.
have candlestick.
Following my hand on the wall, if I go north on the map, do I bump into a wall, or is there, what's going on up there? I can't see.
You smell bread. There is tile floor beneath you. You bump a little bit into a stool and makes a noise as it skids across the tile floor. Beside you, there's a table. As you sort of walk further, it's emptiness.
Okay, following the
There's a
table.
little bit of ambient light coming down the hallway through the crack in the door here.
Okay, I'm gonna quietly walk towards the crack in the door where the light's coming from. I think you pinged like here. I don't really know.
In that direction, yes.
Checking.
Nicomund, passing Derek, will say, "Can you really not see right now?"
All I see is black.
Darkness all around me. What did I say? Sorry, Metallica. Is this door locked?
You try the door and it's not.
Here, Derek, hold on to my arm and I can lead you.
Do I hear anything more on the other side of the door?
You hear voices as if they're coming from a distance.
Okay, can I
And the flickering of a torch.
crack the door open and slowly creep it forward to peek into whatever's on the other side?
Okay. You peek through, it looks like a corridor of a house, like a main hall foyer area. Whatever's in between rooms, you see that.
I literally can't see the door to click on unless I'm not on my character.
Okay, hold up.
Sorry,
What happened? I saw it and then I
I
didn't
clicked
see
the
it.
door. She clicked the door.
Okay. I'm going to sneak forward, listening very carefully as I do so to try to pinpoint what direction the voices are coming from.
Mm-hmm. They're coming from the stairs that you see in the distance. Right at the bottom of the stairs, there is a candlestick that has been lit and put on the side. There's like 3 candles that sort of give the ambient light to the stairs. Like somebody left it there when they went up.
I'm going to point at my ear and point upstairs because I can't communicate with anybody where the voices are coming from. And then I'm going to start heading towards the stairs.
Well,
Fenric, are you
Fenric is-
stuck?
Fenric can't see anything, and everybody took off. So he's hanging out by the entrance to the hole.
Okay. I go back and I grab Fenric
So-
and start dragging him. And then I promptly let him go as soon as he can see and get as far away from him as I can.
Nicomund will quietly say to the group, "I think we should announce ourselves. If we sneak in on whatever they're doing, it'll be worse than if we just be friendly here."
I pat Derek on the shoulder. You can talk to them. I'm not good at it. My bow is away, and I've put my mask in my pocket, like in my wherever I put it, so that it's
Okay.
not visible.
You hear creaking as if someone's moving, more talking. A door closes.
I will quietly go up the stairs, stepping close to the wall or the banister to not put
Mhm.
pressure in the center of the step where it creaks.
Should If we
Probably a
sneak
scout.
into where they are, it'll surprise them. If we should announce ourselves here and now. I mean, we're already in. We're not out on the streets. What do you think,
He
Derek?
can't talk.
I'm talking to Derek.
Okay.
I'd rather not be the disembodied voice from the cellar.
You're not disembodied. You're a person.
Also, no longer in the cellar.
You're not invisible anymore.
You make for very terrible robbers. You hear a voice coming from the top of the stairs.
Oh.
Well, if I
Yeah.
see Abu Amir or Suleiman Kadir, I'm gonna assume that's Kadir,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just motion to the rest of the group, and I'll put my hand on my chest and bow. Go, Master Kadir. Avichana sent us to help and to get Abu Amir's help as well. We're sorry for breaking in. The streets were closed down. There was no easy way to get in here. I apologize for sneaking in, but we're here. We can help in some sort of way, if possible.
What is your name?
My name is Nicomund. Nicomund the Red.
You're the one who left the message.
Yes, I am.
Seems a little desperate to leave a message and then sneak into a man's house.
Well, I wanted to knock on the front door, but everyone else just ran off.
He sort of looks down at Hakim where he's above you on the stairs. And who are these people?
This is Hakim, the Baltic Blade. This is Derek, the Tailor. This is Ariun, Fierce Horsewoman. And that's Fenric.
That's Fenric. Arian Shara. But
He
thank
sort
you.
of very confidently walks down the stairs, expecting Hakim to move past as he heads down. You see, he sort of comes at the bottom and he crosses his arms and he says, "An interesting bunch. You work with Avicenna.
Yes,
Have you
he's...
proof?"
We think we have his turtle, if you understand that reference. But he's contracted us to figure out the origins of the plague. And we want Abu Amir's help for that. But we've also heard a little bit of your troubles, and if we can help in any way, we'd like to.
Persuasion check. I'll give you advantage. 'Cause I
That's rough.
respect the RP that you're doing.
Advantage if Arian can produce the turtle.
I do. Yeah, I got the turtle.
I'm just.
Okay.
I bring the turtle out, and I'm like, "This is Ashraf."
Oh, jeez.
He was
13.
he-
Double sixes.
Alright, let me roll his
Just-
insight.
apparently, he
That's
wanted
hilarious,
him
just
taken
ID.
care of.
Turtle.
And
You guys are
Nicomund
killing me.
Nicomund will point at the turtle and then will say, "We think that turtle has a contract hit out on Avicenna."
You see this older man with his very impressive mustache and his very white wispy beard and his hair sort of nicely styled back in these sort of night robes that are really fine silks. He just sort of, his eyebrow goes high and then higher and then higher and then higher up, and at some point he's just like, it can't possibly go any higher because he's a tortoise, and then he's like, wait here.
The
let me
tortoise did
call."
not have a hit on Avicenna. Avicenna had a hit on the tortoise.
No. The tortoise was chasing Avicenna
He was
around.
not. Yeah, I mean, he was being a nuisance, and Avicenna wanted him taken care of, and I refused to let anybody hurt him, the turtle. So I told him I would take care of him, literally, by putting him in my bag, and he was going to pay me.
And
I scratch his little head.
Suleiman just sort of rubs his nose and he says, right. Abu, can you come down, please? And you see this garbling old man sort of appears in this blue coat lined with like yellow embroidery at the corners. And he says, I am busy. We're about to start. What in the name of the god merciful? That's a crowd.
Master Amir, Avicenna sent us to get your help to help cure this plague or investigate it. And we're
Hold up
also
the
here
turtle.
to and we're also here to help Master Kadir if possible.
You might have the wrong guy. My name is Abu Ali.
Above the table, you said his name was Amir. Abu Amir.
Or did I? Well,
Yeah.
quickly.
The Ali was me asking if he had a friend Ali.
Oh, give me a second. Let me check my fucking notes. It is Amir. Okay. Mistype. My bad. You guys, I'm losing my shit. I blame you.
I mean, we are fucking about, so
We are a bunch of chaos gremlins.
Arian's just holding the tortoise like tortoise.
Yeah, just license and insurance. Tortoise.
you told me to bring the tortoise out.
Abu Amir sort of comes down and he closes his leather briefcase that he's carrying. He sort of looks at the tortoise. Is that Eshref?
It is.
Huh.
Yep.
Guess
He
we finally
wanted.
found it.
Well, he wanted to pay us to take him out. So I told him we weren't going to kill the tortoise, and that I would just take care of him, and he was going to pay me for it.
Why are you here? In the middle of the night. What can I do for you?
Well, we heard this is where you are, Master Amir, and Avicenna wanted us to help investigate the plague. And he said you knew something that he didn't. And, well, we're here. And apparently we passed 2 plague rats in the cellar as well. Yep, those are the names I got.
Plague rats. They are simply inhumans, well, humanoids that have been infected by the plague that is passing around, yes. I knocked them out with some draught. It was not difficult.
Okay, well,
Avicenna needs my help, you say. That's a first. Why
Well,
exactly did he send you instead of himself?
he's wanted in the streets. They're trying to arrest him. They're trying to follow him and track him down and stop him for whatever he's doing.
Ah, that old man. He never stops. Right, well, what do you need my help with?
Well, just investigating where the plague came from, how to stop it, things we can do, stuff like that.
Did he tell you how exactly to investigate?
Well, I'll motion to Fenric and bring Fenric up and say, tell him what you see.
Well, the little moths? The little moths seem to, that I don't know if they are the carriers or if they are just merely attracted to, but they follow around the people who are sick. And your two your big rat friends downstairs had a pair of moths sitting on them, which is the first I've seen. Usually they just flutter about.
Interesting.
They did land on
Moths, you say?
his shoulder, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they carry it, if they are just merely attracted to it, but I point over at Derek. I would like to get him looked at. I said, these moths are strange, and one of them was on his shoulder for a few moments. It's not
If
long.
it is a moth that you can see, but the others cannot, why can you see it?
Special circumstances.
And you're sure that these moths exist? He sort of looks around to the
Yes.
rest of you.
Avicenna seemed to be able to see them as well, or was aware of their presence.
Yes, Avicenna said he knew about them and that they were difficult to get his hands on, so he was not able to actually make a investigate them directly. But
Well, if any good physician, he would need a couple of subjects, I assume. He will be looking for humans infected and non-humans that are also infected to see how the disease
Yes.
differs in its spread, and perhaps the
yes, I was
symptoms.
thinking the two downstairs might be good subjects. If
If
they
you have
are a
means
pair
of
of
transporting
non-humans who
them.
are sick.
If you have means of transporting them, you may take them. Although I would ask that no harm befalls them. They are simply...
We were not
People.
planning on finding people here, but it is something that if we could arrange.
Very well. In the meantime, I have work to do. Hakeem, you feel the magic that's holding your tongue sort of slips away, and you can move freely. In the meantime, I would like more confirmation on these moths existing, but I have work I must do. I will need to borrow one of your bodies, if I may.
What do
You
you
say you
need
work
with
for
the
Avicenna?
body?
But
I am going to have a friend look through your eyes, as it were.
Does it have to be a human body?
I can come with you. I am not afraid of these magical means.
Let me see something. It is not the kind that you are used to. How do I say this? Essentially, I'm going to have a creature inhabit your body, possess you, and I will ask it to check and see if these moths are visible to it. It can see things that my human eyes cannot, and when you return, I shall exorcise it from your body. Is this amenable?
Demon?
Well, that would
Demon,
be a
devil, fae, or ghost?
Well, I have a couple. Is there one in particular that you are inclined to?
Can you guarantee to get it out of the body?
I guarantee nothing. I do my work, I have experience, but there is always risk.
And
Unless you
you
have some other way
require
of proving to Avicenna that these moths exist, or find a way of getting them, identifying them somehow.
they seem to be attracted to magic. I do not know if it is just bright stuff, instinct, or if the strength is a matter, but they at least seem to be attracted to a light, a magical light source. I do not know. Like
They
I
were
said,
attracted
if-
to your mage hand, not to the dancing lights.
Yes, I do not know if we can bring them somewhere that you may be able to see them, but Like I said, if you wish to follow me, we know there are 2 downstairs.
Well, I will deal with that later. First, I will help the child. You may observe, but do not interfere. If you wish, or you may stay here. I care not. Suleiman,
I'll
I will
observe.
be right back.
Yeah,
I
Nicomund will
want to
go
go
with him.
observe.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
follow with.
I don't say anything, but I'll head upstairs as well.
Okay. Upstairs, he goes to a bedroom where he knocks and waits patiently, and the door opens, and there is a young woman inside. Young woman, more girlish than woman, actually. She sort of nods and does a couple of hand signs, sort of asking who the people behind you are, who the people behind Abu are, and he sort of responds, "These are associates." Who is following him?
I am.
Can I know common sign language.
Mhm.
So she's signing?
Yes. She's
I would-
doing very rudimentary sign.
Yeah, I would sign back who we are.
The girl sort of perks up, interested that you're able to speak as she speaks, communicate with her. And she says, "Oh, then I'm okay with you watching, but I don't speak. So my apologies for not greeting you."
You
She
don't
says
have
you.
to speak. This is speech. And I just do it in sign language. This is just as much speech as any other.
You see, Abu sort of looks between you guys communicating and he says, "Interesting. Rare are those who have learned."
Hmm. Yes, well,
Language
when
of
you're on the
signs.
steps, it makes more sense to be able to speak from a distance.
Very well. And he sort of asks, "Are you okay with them observing?" And she just sort of nods and she looks really tired and sickly. And then he opens up his briefcase and he starts setting up like a sort of circle of salt. And he opens up, there's 3 chests inside his little briefcase. There's a red one, a purple one, and a green one, each carved, and they are latched in a certain manner. He pulls out the red one. And does anybody here speak Infernal?
Mm-mm.
No. I don't
Nope.
think any of us took any fun languages like that, which annoys the heck out of me.
I always take Infernal. Infernal or Abyssal.
Infernal, Celestial, Primordial, Abyssal, like those are my usual 4, but I was like, no, we're in the alternate real world. We'll skip all of those.
That's okay. He speaks in language that you do not understand, and the symbols on the boxes are unknown to all of you. They look terrifying, almost unfamiliar and sharp and spiky and sort of dangerous. He sort of unlatches the red box and he sort of does a ritual, and you see a spirit sort of emerge from the box, and it looks, in the barest sense, humanoid. It's like a person has been melted down. It is just a spirit, but it resembles what it was in life. It has a sort of bald head that's very egg-shaped, like pointed at the top, and then rounded down. No legs, it just seems sort of to melt into the ground, and 2 arms that have 3 claws each that sort of emerge from its body. And you see Abu Amir sort of commanding the spirit into the girl's body. The girl gets possessed by the creature, and you see they do some sort of activities. There's a food tray that's brought into the room by Suleiman, and the girl that is possessed is able to eat and a couple of other things. And then at some point, a couple minutes later, you see he does a ritual to begin exorcising the spirit back into the box. And the girl is sort of exhausted. He tucks her into bed and he leaves. And he talks to Suleiman outside and he says, "I have tried using a spirit to possess her, I believe that should now cure her mental condition. Should there be any other developments, I would ask that you approach me. And I wish her all the best in her recovery. In the meantime, I shall take these intruders and be gone at once. And you see sort of Suleiman, thanks, they talk a little bit, he passes him a bag of coins that he keeps.
What
yeah, and then
just
he turns to you.
happened?
It is a procedure that I do. Avicenna is not appreciative of these kind, shall we say. I use the demons to explore their psyche, to attempt to cure them. It is a method I am working.
And what was her
Afterwards,
mental condition?
she is not able to speak, not able to eat on her own. So I believe putting the Lemure spirit into her would have helped with that. Of course, I have to see the side effects and record them. I shall come back to do a checkup, but that is not of importance right now. This research I'm working on, shall we?
I can do a little bit of healing. Would that help?
Her illness is not of the physical kind. If it was, it would have been cured long ago. I believe it is a mental affliction.
He has done some miraculous things.
I do not doubt it, but I do believe my method is working. I would ask that you not introduce another type of healing. Perhaps if this does not work, you may return and offer your services in exchange.
Okay.
Now, he sort of straightens his collar. Back down where you came from.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and head back down.
Okay, he sort of leads you back down to the sewer, to the were-rats. I guess, if you want
we
to
have to,
continue having a conversation or questions. Sorry?
I was just wondering, do you want us to like walk there, or are you going to move
No.
the map?
You don't need to. I'm bringing you the guys there.
So you need somebody to possess one of our bodies to see if they can see these butterflies, moths, whatever.
From what I understand, if human sight cannot pick them, then perhaps the sight of creatures not human might help.
And you are mostly sure you could get the demon out of the body.
Unless you have other conditions I am not aware of.
What other conditions?
Well, I have tried certain things. Sometimes there are complications. These spirits are not extremely powerful. I use the smaller spirits from the Al-Gaib. Should not be too difficult, but in the rare cases I will not say I am perfect. Of course. I have tried experimenting with these people hiding down here before. I have learned a couple things. I have tried possessing their bodies with these spirits. They cannot be possessed. It is most strange. I have tried other magic or arcane healing that I know what little of. That has not worked either. And a couple of other patients that I have come through. They, especially those that are on the verge of death, they seem almost happy. Well, there's a dichotomy. Half of them are convinced they are going to paradise, a better place. The other half are terrified, witless, convinced they are going to a hellish place.
Interesting.
So far, I have not understood what it is that divides them. I haven't been able to pinpoint it. Nor a cure, to be fair.
Ones that think they're going to a hellish place, have they done bad things in their lives?
I have questioned and interrogated them, their families. I have not been able to find a connection as of yet.
Well, and you said you can do demons or devils.
Well, I have a few. I have a dust method, if you know what that is. I have a shadow spirit and a lemure. Do you have a preference?
Might be better off handling a demon or a devil.
Oh, hey, thanks,
Ooh,
Stretch Rolls
raiders.
RPG for the raid.
Just in
Hello.
time for the demon
Hey!
We
Yeah,
are Quests and
Yeah,
Jests.
welcome in.
We're playing the Herald of Rain campaign from the Historica Arcanum book of the Empire of the Silk Road. And we're currently trying to investigate a plague going around the city. You're all caught up? Oh, and this guy wants to possess one of our bodies with a demon.
And I have basically said yes, because my body might handle it better.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
can't
you said
see
yes.
it. You can't see the.
Before
I was gonna say, if to maximize the chance of success, the best person to do this would be the one that can already see them. And
Except
by
for
them,
they
for the
might
raiders
be
that don't know what
able,
I'm talking about, it's these little magic moths that show us where the plague is.
except
That
for
would be
they
me.
might be able to use whatever it is that makes him see, so it would skew the results.
But even if the thing, whatever entity saw it, it doesn't matter how it saw it, as long as it saw the moths.
That's a point.
What happens
Unless
if
you are
you
able-
cannot exercise demon?
Well, it is rare, but we do it the hard way. Cannot let it go unchecked. I would restrain the person until I can exercise it or send some. If it escapes, send the people to find it. Eventually, get rid of the demon. If it does not work,
Well, I
I
will
try to
say,
avoid killing my patients. I am a doctor.
That's comforting to hear.
if yes, with if something were to inhabit me, as you say, I the magic that I have, it's clear that I have it. So, but is wild per se. It isn't always under my full control. So I don't know if that would bring a unique danger to this, but I am also able to just see the mods throughout the city. I don't have to do anything special, so
In that case, my friend, let me be frank. May I examine what it is about you that lets you see these moths?
I doubt you would know anything about it. But, as long as you keep it a secret with those of us here. I
Patient
don't exactly need
confidentiality.
this to be spread around.
Indeed not.
So I'll go ahead and reach up and I'll just take the half mask off and blink. As the glowing scar is now visible, and with
Fully
the
visible.
the nice golden gem where my eye used to be.
And I stay as far away from you as I can.
You see, Abu Ali instantly looks mesmerized as he sort of goes in. He sort of opens your eyelids a little bit, inspects it. He pulls out a couple of crystal lenses that he uses to look through, and he says, I see, I see, I see. This gem, it contains an essence of the Al-Gaib, the hidden realm itself. Somehow it is fused with your body, allowing you to see these creatures of the Al-Gaib that would otherwise be invisible to the human eye. I believe Are you able to draw, perchance? Could you recreate what you see in these moths? Precisely what they look like, the patterns or sizes, etc.
I could make you an image, certainly. It wouldn't be on paper, but I could make an image. And I'll just hold out my hand and do a minor illusion to make a moth.
Okay. You create a minor illusion of the moth, and you see Abu immediately takes out a pen and sketch pad. He sort of shoves his suitcase into the hand of whoever's nearby, which is Derek. And he sort of takes his pen and paper, and he makes very detailed anatomical sketches of the moth and sort of labels it. And he says this. He sort of tears the paper and he writes a couple of things in the back. I will not see Avicenna in person. We are having, let us say, a disagreement, but this should help him.
And I'll try to do everything I can for like making it move as best I can, and if I've seen anything fly off of them, every single little detail I absolutely can for this illusion.
Mm-hmm. If you want to rifle through his bag, Derek, I would ask that.
Tempted. I didn't think I was going to.
Okay. You're welcome.
He is very distracted. He's very distracted.
I mean, he's very
you
focused
know,
at the moment.
he might be
Yeah.
able to get advantage for having been so distracted.
You know what? Screw it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I'll try and discreetly.
Can he have advantage with him being distracted?
Sure, why not?
Fuck yeah.
Sleight of hand?
Yes, please. What did you roll?
13.
13.
An 8 and a 5. An 8 and a 5.
I think the only good roll I had was the unsettling words for the -5.
To your own party member? Yes, it was.
Well,
Yes.
that
As
and,
he's sort of-
no, you did pull out that nat 20 earlier for your deception check.
Oh yeah. Also against my own party.
Yes.
For anybody that's wondering, we have talked about PvP and we have said yes, as long as it's not lethal.
Yeah. As long as it's annoying to the DM, it's fine.
As Derek's rifling through his bag, I just want to really loudly clear my throat.
And you sort of, there's the clinking sound as like the chests and a couple of glass bottles sort of clink against each other. You see Abu Ali where he's trying, and he says, "Do you mind?"
Not at all. Just keep going.
Well, Avicenna certainly has peculiar tastes. He sort
To
of
be
takes his
fair,
bag back.
I
I've only
don't
been
think-
responsible for all of 4 days now.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's so much a matter of taste as necessity, and we're more a matter of convenience for him. I'm just checking to see if there's anything untoward that might hinder or harm us.
You see, he's about to say something, and then he stops to cough a little bit. Damn cough. Right.
Right, are you
What was I
going to
saying?
get sick with this plague?
Pardon?
You're coughing. Are you getting sick with the plague?
My dear, I think you do not understand the subtle art of medicine. Not every cough is a plague, and even if it were a plague, it is an unknown plague. We do not know the symptoms, and why do I bother? Bring this to Avicenna. He will be grateful. If you're bringing the Inhumans with you, be my guest. I wish you the best of luck. I must be on my way. It is late.
I
I
think
feel
he's got the
excuse me.
plague.
I'll give him his bag back.
Okay, he takes his bag back and he goes to climb the ladder. He stumbles just a little bit.
Yep.
In all, did
Hakeem, you
Fenric?
notice he seems
Oh.
a little pale. Yes.
I was gonna say, did Fenric see any butterflies around Abu?
Not as of yet.
Okay. You're saying he seems a little pale?
Yeah, he's feeling sickly. Probably not with this cold,
Are you
would be
okay?
my guess.
Sort of- Oh, you still talking to him?
Yeah.
He's about to climb the ladder. He turns around. I am fine. It's probably just long day. You know how it is. Nothing a little honey lemon tea cannot cure.
Nicomund, why don't you pop him with your healing hands?
Nicomund will reach up and just do his minor healing light on him. Boink.
You go to heal him, and normally you feel your magic sort of flow in and heal the wounds. And when you try to do that, it's not that it doesn't flow, it just doesn't have a place to flow to, as in he's not injured in a way your light can heal, if that makes sense. That's how you understand. And the voice on the wind whispers to you, I don't think this is gonna help with that, my friend.
How
That's
old?
not my area of expertise.
How old is Abu look?
He is in his late adulthood. It's got salt and pepper hair, 40s, 48, something.
Seriously, 40s? He's got salt and pepper hair. He's in his 40s.
Well, this is the 14th
48,
century.
48.
That's
He's
pretty
48,
late
so
for a
that's
lot
just
of
the
people.
Yeah. Which is probably, seriously? Fuck off.
How do we get the rat people back to Avicenna without getting sick?
I don't know. We'd have to carry him through the streets.
Can we bring Avicenna here?
I highly doubt we can bring that.
We could wake them up and just have them walk.
I haven't seen any rat people walk through the streets yet, have you?
It is the middle
Have
of
we
the
walked
night.
through the streets at night?
That would be
True.
the best time to do so.
You hear a mumble sort of come behind the door. What was that? You hear that? It's fine. There's nothing. We need to get more.
That would be the time to talk to them.
Also, it's 12 o'clock.
Nicomund's gonna walk up, and it's midnight.
I'm aware.
He's
And
gonna
as
go
that
up to the.
midnight bell tolls, he opens the door to the plague.
As Nicomund
He's
opens
gonna-
the door,
Yeah, he'll lean in and go, friends, we're gonna take you to get some medicine. Can you come with us?
medicine. You have more of the choir. Yes, yes. More. Give us more. And they sort of start moving towards you, hands sort of reaching up. And Fenric, you notice the moths are nowhere to be seen. And that is where we'll end our session for today. Thank you for letting me do my cliffhanger. That's all I've got for you.
All
We'll
right.
return
The moths
to
are
see-
gone?
We'll return
That's
to see
not
if
a
you
good
manage to
thing.
solve the mysteries next
Now they're
session.
inside of them, using them as a giant cocoon.
You want to go ahead and do our little spiel?
If you enjoyed our brand of chaos as much as we enjoy playing it, please give us a follow. They'll always help. Down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, Astro's TikTok, and Booty's Twitch. On our Discord, it's free and open to everybody. We'd love to see you there. Come and hang out with us. On our YouTube, we put up replays of our sessions, usually 2 days after the session. And we're starting to get into YouTube Shorts. with Azio's TikTok. He does a lot of D&D themed little videos and does a variety of other ones besides. They're all pretty great, so go check them out. And Booty's Twitch, he usually streams a couple times a week, and he's always nice and friendly to hang out with, wants to talk with the chat. He's pretty great, so go watch him. And this week, you'll see us again on this coming Wednesday for our Rise of the Everchosen campaign. And then next week, we will have this campaign again, and our Tuesday one, the When Land Lights Rise, as well, because that is our every other week campaign for those of you who joined us in the raids. I believe that's it.
Make sure you tune
Okay,
in
Eddie.
Wednesday. We don't have When Nine Lights
9
Rise. Yeah, so
p.m.
Wednesday for Rise of the Everchosen.
CQ
And,
causes more trouble.
Remember, plant growth is an awesome spell to really screw up your DMs
Oh
and
my god.
counters.